Okay. Good morning, everyone. We're going to call this meeting of the City Council organizational agenda for 2017 to order. Mr. Clerk, could you please call the roll?
Councilor Hurst. Present. Present. Councilor Shea. Present. Present. Councilor Twiggs. Present. Present. Councilor Allen. Present. Present. Councilor Rook. Absent. Councilor Bud Williams. Here. Here. Councilor Orlando Ramos. Present. Present. Councilor Marcus Williams. Present. Present. Councilor Gomez. Present. Present. Councilor Ash. Here. Here. Councilor Edwards. Present. Present. Councilor Walsh. Present. Present. Councilor Fenton.
Present. To the council and our guests, our soon-to-be City Council President for 2017 has asked that today's invocation be led by Pastor Eli Serrano. So at this time, I'd like to invite Pastor Serrano to come up and lead us in prayer.
Every head down, every eye bowed. O God, as we begin our meeting, we seek thy counsel and guidance. Inspire us with thy wisdom. Rule over the agenda of the day, we request of you, O God. Teach us to serve you as you deserve, to give and not to count the costs, to toil and not seek for rest, that everything we do here today will be for the betterment of our city and future generations. Teach us to think wisely and carefully before we speak, to act with courage and conviction for the good of all rather than simply for vested interests, and to deal charitably with one another that we may all continue enjoy mutual respect. We ask for your supreme guidance now in our daily lives. Now, great God, give us the power to believe in ourselves and in what we can do and in what we can be and in what we are. I pray this in the name above all names, Jesus the Christ. May the grace of God be with us today. Amen.
Thank you, Pastor Serrano. The next aspect of our program is going to be God Bless America, led by the illustrious Vanessa Ford. Vanessa, if you could join us, please.
God bless America, the land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her with the light from the night from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the ocean, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
That was incredible. Thank you very much, Ms. Ford. And next, the pride and joy of our City Council President-elect, his daughter Ari, will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Now, Mr. Clerk, our first order of business, the adoption of rules for 2017. Counselor and our guests, you can please take your seats at this time.
First item of business is the adoption of the City Council rules and orders for the 2017 legislative session.
Okay, are there any questions on the rules, counselors? Is there a motion to adopt the rules?
Motion.
Okay, motion made by Counselor Twiggs. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, all those in favor of adopting the 2017 rules and orders of the Springfield City Council as proposed, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the ayes have it. Okay, Mr. Clerk, now.
The clerk will now receive nominations for the election of the President of the City Council.
Are there any nominations for President of the City Council for 2017? Counselor Gomez.
Mr. President, I would like to take the time to throw in the hat, to throw in to our, kind of beside myself, a little emotional for my friend, my colleague. He's an honorable man, he's a respected man in his community, he's been a leader in this city. He's a young man just like myself. Gives me great pride to nominate his father, his man of faith, Orlando Ramos.
Thank you. Counselor Twiggs.
Mr. President, I second that motion.
Okay. Are there any other nominations for President?
President, I'm in order to make a motion that nomination be closed on the one said name of Orlando Ramos.
Okay. All those in favor of closing the nominations with one said name, Orlando Ramos, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay. Mr. Clerk will now call a roll call on the election of President to the Springfield City Council for 2017. Councilors will respond by saying the name of the individual that they would like to propose.
Councilor Hurst. Councilor Shea. Councilor Twiggs. Councilor Allen.
Orlando Ramos.
Councilor Rook, absent. Councilor Bud Williams.
Orlando Ramos.
Councilor Marcus Williams.
Orlando Ramos.
Councilor Gomez.
Orlando Ramos.
Councilor Ash.
Orlando Ramos.
Councilor Edwards.
Orlando Ramos.
Councilor Walsh. Councilor Fenton.
Orlando Ramos. So with that, we have a new president of the Springfield City Council for 2017.
At this time, the oath of office will be administered by State Senator James T. Welch.
I, Orlando Ramos,
Do solemnly swear
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the United States of America,
to the United States of America,
the Commonwealth of
the
Massachusetts,
Commonwealth of Massachusetts,
and I will support the Constitution thereof,
and I will support the Constitution thereof,
that I will forthwith undertake
and
impartially discharge and perform all the duties as City Council President
all the duties as City Council President
according to the best of my abilities and understanding,
according to the best of my abilities and understanding,
agreeably to the laws of the Commonwealth,
the
Charter and ordinances of the City of Springfield,
Charter and ordinances of the City of Springfield,
and the rules and orders of the City Council,
and the rules and orders of the City Council,
and that I will perform all
other duties and obligations
incumbent upon as such, so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I first want to take a moment to wish everyone a very happy new year. May 2017 bring you much success, health, and happiness. I thank all of you for taking the time out of your day to come here and share this very special moment with me. I want to thank Senator Welch for accepting my invitation to administer the oath of office. Thank you for your dedicated service to the Hampden County and the city of Springfield, and thank you for your friendship. I also want to take the time to recognize the man who paved the way for me to be standing here today. He was the first Latino ever elected to the Springfield City Council and the first Latino to serve as council president, Representative Jose Tosado. A special thank you to Vanessa Ford for that wonderful musical selection, to Pastor Eli Serrano and Pastor Mark Bateman for your prayer. I want to thank, acknowledge, and congratulate our outgoing City Council President, Michael Fenton. Thank you for your honorable service in leading this legislative body for the past 3 years. To my colleagues, I cannot express enough how humbled I am and how grateful I am for you to have the confidence in me and electing me as your president. To my family and friends who are in the audience, thank you for being here and sharing this very special moment with me. I'd like you all to stand up and be recognized. To my brothers and sisters from Carpenters Local 108, thank you for being here as well. And finally, a very special thank you to that beautiful little girl who led us all in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance, the amazing Ariana Ramos. You know, as I began to write my speech, I quickly realized two things. One, that I could have literally made this entire speech about you. And two, that if I did, I probably would not have been able to get through the first sentence without getting emotional. So I'll keep it short, and I'll just say that just in case you have not yet realized it, you are the center of my universe. My entire world revolves around you. I'm proud of the young woman you're becoming, and words cannot express how much I love you. On the first Monday of each year, the Springfield City Council convenes for the purpose of electing new leadership, president and vice president. Among many other responsibilities, the council president presides over each meeting, appoints committees, serves as a parliamentarian while preserving order and decorum. On this second day of January 2017, I have been given this privilege to serve in this capacity, and I humbly accept the opportunity to serve as Springfield City Council President. Thank you. It's been an interesting journey for me to get to where I stand today. Many of you may remember the many hurdles that I had to overcome just to become a part of this body. Obstacles which included 2 unsuccessful attempts at public office, losses that I remember vividly and refuse to forget, because they serve as a stark reminder of just how privileged we are to occupy one of these 13 seats. It has been a great privilege to serve the constituents of Ward 8 and the constituents of the city of Springfield for the past 3 years, and I look forward to many more years of public service. Today, I serve alongside 12 other distinguished ladies and gentlemen who are just as diverse as the city that we represent. We are Latino, we are Caucasian, we are African American. We range in ages from our mid-20s to our late 70s. I'll let you all guess who is who. We are community organizers, we are lawyers, we are former caretakers, former carpenters, former public safety officers. We come from many different backgrounds, and it is that diversity that has contributed to collectively making us one of the most efficient and one of the most effective city councils and legislative bodies this city has seen in a long time. We've accomplished some great things under the leadership of President Fenton, and I hope to continue building on the progress we've made over the past 3 years. With that said, my number one priority as City Council President is to ensure that we do everything we can to help improve police-community relations in our city. We, as legislators, as elected leaders of this great city, must do everything that we can within our authority, including using our legislative authority to help repair and strengthen the relationship between the Springfield Police Department and the communities within the city of Springfield. We must continue to build on the progress we made just this past year when we authored, approved, and overrode a veto to restore a civilian police commission. We have a police department made up of many brave men and women, honorable individuals who put their lives at risk in order to fulfill their oath to serve and protect. Men and women who have earned the right to be called heroes. Officers who many of us have had the opportunity to get to know on a personal level. We know them as hard workers who earn every cent of their paychecks and more. We know them as loving fathers and mothers, brothers and sisters, in addition to being dedicated public servants. We know all these things based on our own interactions with them and based on our own experiences with them. But just like anything else in life, we must avoid becoming prisoners of our own biography, acknowledge and understand that our own experiences are not necessarily identical to everyone else's. And we must listen to the clamor of those who feel that they have been treated unjustly, because particularly for us, as elected leaders, denial and or indifference towards injustice is just as harmful and just as dangerous as the injustice itself. There are approximately 154,000 people who call the city of Springfield their home. 154,000 human beings, each of them afforded the same constitutional rights as the next one. We have an obligation to assure them that if they should ever find themselves in a situation where they are in need of assistance from our law enforcement officers, that they will be treated as people, that their concerns will be addressed with the same level of empathy, the same common courtesy that would be extended to any of us. Because we live in a country that was built on the premise that we're all created equal. And a simple request to be treated as a human being is not too much to ask. In addition to public safety, residency requirements are also a priority of mine for this coming year. This body has demonstrated that we take this matter very seriously. During the last calendar year, we have voted to reject a collective bargaining agreement which did not include residency requirements. We strengthened the responsible employer ordinance to ensure that our residents are given a fair shot at finding employment. Thank you, Councilor Edwards, for your hard work on that ordinance. And we voted to eliminate the practice of granting waivers for those who do not live in the city, a vote which included overriding a veto. Votes that I am proud of, and votes that I'm proud of my colleagues for standing together on this very important issue. Thank you all. I want to thank and commend Mayor Sarno for his most recent comments on residency, and I pledge to work together with him and his administration to find ways to strengthen our residency ordinance, and in turn, strengthen our local economy. I'm glad to see that the mayor takes this matter just as seriously as we do, and I look forward to working together towards progress. In closing, I just want to reiterate how grateful I am to the 12 men and women that I serve with for allowing me the privilege to serve in this capacity. I want to thank the clerk, Attorney Anthony Wilson, our administrative staff, Susan, Kelly, and Carla, for all their hard work in keeping this office running smoothly. In fact, I think that they all deserve a round of applause for the hard work that they do. I will leave you with the words that I wrote in the final paragraph of a 54-page portfolio that I completed while I was an undergraduate student at the University of Massachusetts in 2013. It reads, I describe myself as a man of faith, a loving father, and a hard worker who just so happens to be running for public office. An average citizen with a greater vision for the community where I live and the community where I chose to raise my daughter. A man who refuses to accept things for the way they are and possesses the desire to help make them better. I believe that as long as I remember the struggles that I went through in my lifetime, I can hold on to the values that make me who I am. And I can use my experiences to help make my community better for the next generation. Thank you, and God bless.
The clerk will now receive nominations for the Vice President of the City Council.
Are there any nominations for Vice President of the City Council? Councilor Gomez.
Mr. President, with the power invested in me, I would love to nominate an honorable, respected family man, a man of faith, a man that has great wisdom, a man that comes from a family that has invested into the city. Sorry, Mr. President, for not giving you that. That was kind of, I had to pick it up. I want to nominate the at-large counselor, Attorney Justin Hurst.
Mr. President, I move that nomination be closed on that name.
All those in favor of closing the nomination say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Mr. Clerk.
On the election of Councilor Hurst to City Councilor President, Councilor Shea. Councilor Twiggs. Councilor Allen. Councilor Rook, absent. Councilor Bud Williams.
Attorney Justin Hurst.
Councilor Fenton.
Attorney Justin Hurst for Vice President.
Councilor Williams.
Attorney Justin Hurst.
Councilor Gomez.
Attorney Justin Hurst.
Councilor Ash.
Attorney Justin Hurst.
Councilor Edwards.
Attorney Justin Hurst.
Councilor Walsh.
Attorney Justin Hurst.
Councilor Ramos.
Attorney Justin Hurst. Congratulations. Council will now draw for seats for the year 2017, and we will see who will get that seat number 1.
Councilor Hurst, seat number 11.
Change.
Councilor Shea, seat number 9.
Can we just sit in the same seats? What time are you going down?
What's going on?
Councilor Allen, seat number 2. Councilor Bud Williams, seat number 12.
Perfect.
Shouldn't
stay
Rooks
now.
get number 1 for not being here?
11 and 12.
Councilor Michael Fenton, seat number 10.
All right.
12, that's nice.
Councilor Marcus Williams, seat number 6. Councilor Gomez, seat number 4. Councilor Ash, seat number 7.
Wow, all right, Tommy. Cater.
Say you're taking a picture, Rook.
Councilor Melvin Edwards, seat number 1.
Oh, wow.
Seat number 5.
Councilor Walsh, seat number 5. Councilor Rook, seat number 3.
All right. Mr. Clerk, business brought properly before the City Council.
Does anyone have any business to bring before this body today? We have no further business.
Seeing none, I will now invite Pastor Mark A. Bayman for the closing prayer. Pastor Bayman?
Are you Reverend? Good, Rev. What is,
7. Who's number 8? Not sure.
Bow your heads with me as you stand. Dear God, we thank you for this day. We thank you for this new year that you've allowed us to come into. Lord, as we prepare to leave this place, I pray that your spirit will be upon each and every one of these city councilors. I pray that you will bless the president, the vice president. And God, I pray that you will grant them the wisdom needed in order to make decisions that will shape the future of our city. I pray, God, that you will give each of us strength, that we work together for the betterment of our city. And now, as we go to our homes, I pray that your peace will rest in this place until we meet again. In Jesus' great name, amen.
Amen, Rev. That's it, right?
All right. I will now accept a motion to adjourn.
So moved, Mr. President.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you for coming, everyone. Have a happy new year and have a safe trip home. Thank you.
Where's the reception?